Hey everybody, Juan here, and here's a question that I've been getting a lot, especially in the light of the fact that a number of really hot new devices are coming out, namely, the HTC One, the Samsung Galaxy S4, the LG Optimus G Pro. Not the easiest phone name in the world to say. It's a little cumbersome, but the device is actually really nice. We'll be getting a review on that soon. And namely, I'll be talking to friends and family, or even people online will send me comments, ask me questions about what phone I would buy. And that seems to be a very popular question to ask tech bloggers, like what my personal preference might be should help them determine what purchasing solution is right for them. So I just wanted to take a second to explain the mindset, or at least my mindset, of what happens when I'm going through all of these different devices. You see, one of the things that happens when you start reviewing this quantity of technology is your perception of tech becomes very nuanced. It's sort of like if you get into coffee, or if you get into wine, or if you're really into beer and food pairings, you start picking out the fine little details of what makes each and every device unique. Now, for some things, it's made my threshold very, very high. I expect a certain fit and finish. I expect a certain standard of performance. I expect a certain quality of hardware. But in other aspects, it's actually made me a lot more forgiving of certain compromises. In my role as a tech journalist, I really do try to look beyond my personal bias when reviewing these devices. I can't say I always succeed at that. I am human. Apple products are getting boring, but I really do try. I am making a genuine effort. And one of the primary things that I take a look at personally is, does the device live up to what the manufacturer claims it could do? So when a manufacturer claims this is a premier device, can it live up to that standard? And while looking at the mid-range devices and entry-level devices, manufacturers aren't making that claim, but they are claiming a certain level of performance. And so does the device meet up to that expectation? To that end, when I'm making my own personal purchasing decision, even though I'm fairly well informed as to what the landscape of technology looks like, I agonize just as much as you guys do when parting with my own hard-earned money. And so while having amazing screens or fantastic speakers might be valuable to me, I'm just as likely to pick up a phone like the Rugby, which is rugged and will probably last my 2-year contract if I decide to buy it on contract. Quick tangent, I'm buying less devices on contract, guys, especially for you guys out there shopping. Seriously, take a look at buying these things unsubsidized, and then, being able to shop around your plan, unlock devices, move to different carriers. It's not a bad solution, especially when you think about how much this stuff costs in the long term. And so whenever someone asks me what I would buy, I find one of two things happens. I'll ask them my follow-up, which is, well, what do you want to do with your device? And either they'll evade the question and try and pin me down on something, or they'll actually start a conversation in what is valuable to them in a phone. And if you tell me what you're looking for in a phone, I'm actually pretty good at recommending a device that I think you'll like. For friends and family of mine that have gone down that route, I think they're all genuinely pretty happy with the solutions that we found for them. For those that just try and pin me down on what device I would buy, I usually just cop out and try and guess what premier device they expect me to say. I don't want to get into some prolonged debate about what the potential benefits of a device might be when I can't even get information out of them as to how they're going to use that device. So everybody, I hope that just gave you a little insight as to what my process is when I go about looking at the landscape of technology. And the next time you're interested in shopping a device and you're wanting to consult a tech blogger, maybe they're going to help you out a little bit, be prepared to answer a few questions, and I think you'll have a much better experience shopping for your next phone or tablet. Everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.